Hey, you guys ever wonder what it's like to be in youth authority? How violent it is in there? How tough it is? How crazy? Well, today we got my boy Victor Gonzalez, and he's about to break it all down for you guys. We're also going to talk about his addictions to cocaine, how he got addicted, but how he was able to overcome that battle, and why he chose the path of sobriety. So now, let's get into it. So you grew up here in San Jose, right?
Yes, sir.
What part?
Born and raised on the east side, McKean White.
Good old east side, man. How was it like growing up? Because I remember coming to San Jose, bro, in the late 80s, early 90s, and this town was lit with the lowriding culture.
You know what? When it comes to lowriding culture, I grew up into it. My mom modeled for Andy's Hydraulics.
Dude, no way.
Yeah.
I know who they are.
My dad was president of Stepsides and First Impressions Car Club.
I remember First Impressions.
Like the whole get down with like Red's Hydraulics and all that get down. I mean, dude, when that show aired on America's Most Wanted, they were at our house like 2 weeks prior, you know, and I was a little kid, like, holy shit, dude, that's this person, you know. And then
I remember when that happened. And we were all shocked. The whole community, like, what?
Yeah.
We're all like baffled as to like, we couldn't believe it. It was all over the news.
Yep. My mom was on, I think, the 6th cover of Lowrider on Andy's car. Did a lot of modeling for Andy. My dad he got the second set of Zeniths to ever come out of Campbell.
No way.
Yeah.
People don't know that Zeniths came out of Campbell, bro. Little Campbell, California.
Oh yeah. In fact, when I got older, I mean, I knew the story growing up, but I had gotten a set. My first Lowrider was 85 Cutlass Supreme, and I managed to get some old school Zeniths, but the silicone was fucked up on it, right? And so I took it to Zenith to get it done, and I walk in and I see my dad's car, you know, on the wall, right? And I was like, holy shit, that's my dad's Lincoln right there. He had a 64 Lincoln with the suicide doors.
Yeah.
And he's all, Louis, your dad? And I go, yeah. And then he started telling me the story. He goes, dude, you know, he had the second set. He's always like a nobody, you know? And I was like, yeah, I heard the story, man. What a trip, small world. So we ended up fixing my rims for free, you know, pretty much just on GP.
Dude, that's crazy. Yeah. I remember everybody telling me about Zeniths being in Campbell, because I was like, Campbell, of all places, Zeniths. Yep. And funny you say that about, what do you have, an 85 what colors?
Cutlass. I sold it like 2 years ago, though.
I had an 83 on hydros.
Yeah. Mine was when I originally bought it, I was looking for a G body, and I was going to chop it and put hydraulics on it.
Yeah.
I bought my car. It had 34,000 original miles on it. Garage's whole life, super original. I'll show you some pictures.
Wow.
And I was like, man, this would be a sin to cut the frame. So I never did it. I lowered it the right way, kept it original. I was in Inspirations Car Club until my brother also passed away, and then I did the solo thing for a while, and then I joined Aztec Creations.
I remember Aztec Creations, bro. They were big back then in the 90s.
I was in Aztec Creations for about 2 years, and then kind of just backed away from the lowrider scene for a while, you know, and then that's when me and my wife started sobering up.
Okay.
And then we kind of took ourselves out of the lowriding culture, you know, the scene, just to get away from the alcohol, you know, pretty much, because they kind of went hand to hand, you know.
Of course it does.
So I just kind of grew out of it. We ended up wanting to do an Arizona move, so we sold it just to build up some down payment money. You know, it's one of those things where it's like I kind of regret it, but I want to get a '68 Skylark. It's my dream car.
Okay.
So that's my next project car.
It's crazy because I come from the lowriding background too. I was part of Uso Car Club. I was one of the original members of the first 5 chapters. Now they're like 30 chapters worldwide. I think they have one in Japan, Hawaii, everywhere now. They're big. They got one in San Jose now too as well. But I pulled away for it's kind of the same thing. I saw a lot of negative behavior. You know, I don't want to get too deep into it, but there's still a lot of politics going on.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's not my thing, man. I come here for the cars and the show. I don't like that politics side of it.
I noticed the difference from when I was a kid being in it. It was more family orientated.
Yeah.
Like my parents, car club members would come to our baseball games.
Yeah.
That's how I got involved with, you know, boxing. You know, just from other members of the car club, it was all like a unity and stuff. And then when I got older and got into it, it was like really different. It was more partying, especially when I was in Inspirations. You know, the colors were involved in it a lot. I mean, they kind of go hand in hand.
Were they? Your club was active with the colors?
Yeah, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's the balance. Sure. But I mean, it was. I don't know. It was just different, man. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at that time when I was in it, I was in that lifestyle. You know, I was drinking a lot.
Yeah.
You know, we were partying. I was using. You know, and I don't know. It was just different. It wasn't. And like I started feeling weird because, like, you know, we were doing family things, but like we were over here getting fucked up, and my kids are like right there. Yeah. You know, everybody's kids. You know, and that's one of the main reasons why I sobered up, man. It's just because like. I was doing that in front of my kids like every day, you know, and then seeing shit on Facebook, you know, like, you know, 2 years ago today, I always had a beer in my hand. Started paying attention to like my kids, how they were holding soda cans and stuff, you know, like I was like, dude, they're watching us, dude. So.
Dude, I love that, bro. I really do, because more fathers need to listen to this message, because they don't realize the behavior they're doing now, you're setting your kids up for the future.
Yeah.
If they're seeing mommy and daddy do that, guess what they're going to do when they get older?
Exactly.
And I always ask these fathers, like, are you going to be proud of yourself if your child turns out to be an alcoholic or a drug addict?
Yeah.
Because that's on you. You showed them that behavior.
Absolutely. Before, I mean, because I'm 21 years off of like meth and crank and all that.
Yeah.
I gave up that when my wife got pregnant. Just because, you know, when I had a shitty childhood growing up, you know,
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that. So the first thing we had to do was, you know, get sober.
Yeah.
When it came, I still drank, I still smoked weed and stuff, but the hard shit,
Yeah.
you know, we cut ties with, you know, and then I still smoked cigarettes at that time though. And then when my daughter turned about 1, I was like, I got to quit smoking cigarettes. I don't want her to think it's cool to smoke cigarettes, you know? So, I mean, that's how I started. I used to steal my mom's cigarettes when I was young, you know, thinking it was cool. Or she'd be like, here, go light this on the stove for me, you know? And it's just like, I started realizing things that I was picking up on, not knowing it was bad, you know? And I was like, dude, that's not good, you know? And so I quit smoking, which was actually harder for me to do than anything. Alcohol, drugs, everything. Cigarettes were fucking like a battle, man.
Isn't it crazy how hard cigarettes are, bro?
Dude,
Everybody I talk to smoke cigarettes have a harder time than quitting alcohol, quitting drugs, but cigarettes is a whole nother animal.
It's got to be the shit they put in it, man, because literally I tried the patch. The patch didn't make me feel good. The gum didn't fucking work. I ended up using those commit lodging things.
Yeah.
Those worked. But then I got addicted to those things.
Okay.
So they have like different stages, you know. So it was like stage 3, stage 2, stage 1.
Yeah.
So then I was like, fuck. So then I started chewing a lot of gum to wean myself off of that shit.
Yeah.
And then after about a year, I was cool. Now I hate being around cigarettes. They fucking give me a headache. I hate when people walk up and they stink, you know. And so that made me quit, you know. Especially when you smoke and then you stop. It's like, fuck, dude, I used to smell like that, you know. I was smelling it on clothes that already went through the washer, you know. It was like
that bad, huh?
Yeah, it was bad. It was driving me nuts. And then my grandfather passed away from lung cancer from smoking cigarettes. So it was like, you know, it just had to go.
At least you had enough sense, though, to step back and look at what your behavior is now. And be like, I got to cut this shit. I got to break the mold. With me, it starts with me. Because I don't want my kids following in my footsteps.
Absolutely.
Because you already know what happens when you start following those footsteps.
Absolutely.
And then you are this hero father trying to grill your kids and tell them, hey, don't do this, don't do that. But Dad, you did that.
Correct.
And that's what a lot of parents don't realize.
And then with the alcohol, you know, was probably the worst. I almost lost my marriage over it. You know, not from infidelities, not for, you know, just unnecessary fighting. And it was just like, you know, it got to the point where me and my wife were gonna have either good sex or fucking the cops are coming.
that bad?
Yeah,
so but between the both of you guys, it got crazy.
It got crazy, man. You know, I mean, there'd be some. I mean, there was not always bad. You know, it kind of balanced out. You know what I'm saying? But always, bro, when we got in our major fights, it was fucking. We were fucked up.
I wish more people would fucking listen to this. They always come for me when me and my wife post videos about how bad alcohol is. And this is a perfect example why alcohol is bad, because it destroys marriages, destroys lives. It can create violence. People die every day from alcohol, from DUIs, from violence.
And nothing would even be going on. It would just be the bickering, you know what I'm saying? The being drunk, and then, you know, my wife would bring up a topic, you know, from like 2 years ago, and then we'd be fighting over that shit. And then I would say something in that drunk conversation. Now we're not fighting about that, we're fighting about this. So there'd be like 20 fights going on, bro. And it just made it not fun anymore. You know what I'm saying? It just I started backing away from it a little bit before her. She's like 2 weeks after me.
Yeah.
And then finally, my 6-year anniversary is on Father's Day. And this is the first year in 6 years that it actually landed on Father's Day when I actually quit, you know. And I just, that Father's Day, I felt like a loser, dude, you know, when I quit, you know. We had gotten in a really bad argument the day before, and my wife took off with the kids, you know what I'm saying? And I spent Father's Day hungover alone, bro.
Wow.
And I just I felt like a piece of shit, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, and I started just really looking back on shit, you know, and I was like, I'm done. It was that easy.
You were reflecting, huh?
I reflected, bro, and it just, you know, and a lot of times, you know, especially if like coke came out, you know what I'm saying, or we were just drunk, I would hide from my kids, bro, you know what I'm saying? It just that feeling you get where you just, you know, you feel guilty, bro, you know? It's just,
you're not doing something good.
Yeah. You know, and it just, it was really starting to get to me, something I didn't notice for years, you know, and just those fights and seeing, you know, my daughters lock themselves in the room, you know what I'm saying? It just.
Scared.
Yeah, and it just wasn't worth it, you know. It was either, and I told her, hey, you know what, I'm done. You do you whatever, but I'm done, you know. I mean, we're gonna part ways if you don't, join this with me, And then she did, and both of us are going to be celebrating our 6 years this year.
Good job, man. Good job. We did the same, but mine was a little different. I didn't have alcohol's never been my vice. I just been one of those dudes like if I go to Vegas and I'm cracking bottles, I chase the high of the partying.
Yeah.
So once I crack a bottle and I start drinking 2, 3, I'm going all the way with it.
Yeah.
Till the wheels fall off. But it's not like I was craving. I didn't need to have a drink. It was only for the party, being at a pool party or even a nightclub. That's the only time I wanted to drink. Other than that, I never drank at home. I never even drank at the bars around here. Never been at a restaurant. It was more like just for social, bro, for whatever bullshit purposes. Actually, it served no purpose.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question: what good does alcohol serve?
It doesn't.
In your opinion?
I think it's an escape. I think it's an excuse, and just like it's kind of like the same feeling that we get from working out. It's that vent, that release that people get, because everybody turns into a different person when they drink. When alcohol, it gets them in their comfort zone. That's what I feel. Because it's not like people do it to for nutrients. I mean, it's a social thing. It's kind of like you said, it's a social thing. But it makes people comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy. You tell them like cut it out or even just stop for a month to see how you feel.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I like to unwind and this, and they always go to. I said, listen, go out for a walk, bro. There's beautiful fucking sunshine. Yeah. Go to the gym. I promise you. Just give it for a month. Just give it for a month to see how you feel. Test out how your mood feels, how your energy feels. You might not ever want to go back to it. But for some reason, people they're like glued to it, like they have to have it like it's water.
Yeah. My wife, I feel, was a little bit more addicted to alcohol than I was. I was still working out and stuff, so I would kind of not do it during the week. I would just do Friday and Saturday, but I was going balls out Friday.
Weekend warrior. That's what I would do. I was a weekend warrior.
My wife, she would drink all week. Sometimes I would come home and she'd be fucked up, and I'd just be like, fuck, And then, she knows it too, and then it'd be late, and she'd make me go to the store and get another case, or we'd be fighting, because she used to drink Tecates a lot.
Yeah.
I mean.
It's a good ass beer.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
She even has the fucking thing tattooed on her and shit. That was her thing for sure.
Yeah, I'm Modelo, Corona, Tecate. That's it. That's all I drink as far as beer goes. And when I was drinking beer.
Yeah, I was a Modelo drinker. I mean, I would drink Tecates too, but I would do Modelos over anything.
But none of that bullshit Bud Light, Budweiser, none of that.
Wouldn't do it, man.
No,
you wouldn't do it.
Now let me ask you: did you grow up? Because I grew up in the hood, I grew up in the hood in Frisco. And we would drink 40 ounces, man. That fucking shit tastes like piss water.
Oh, man,
and I only drank it to try to fit in with the homies to be cool, but I never enjoyed it. It was disgusting.
Do you want to know how far I go back on 40 ounces, bro? We used to cut school and steal Crazy Horse, bro. We would go to the store and steal Crazy Horse, bro. And we would go hang out at Penitencia Creek and just get fucked up.
Get the fuck out of here. I walk Penitencia Creek every day with my dog.
Yeah, dude.
I love that walk,
I
bro.
grew up over there, man. I grew up on the east side of McKee and White, but I was always at that fucking creek, man. We were always hanging out at the perk ponds. I used to race BMX bikes as a kid. We had bike jumps over there.
Oh, around the thing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I grew up
bro.
going to Alum Rock Park, you know what I'm saying? That was my hood growing up, so.
My wife too. She grew up there. She used to play in the little creek and everything. They would pretend like crossing the bridge and walking across like when a tree would fall down. She said they would play as kids and get the tadpoles or frogs down there.
Oh yeah. You ain't from San Jose if you ain't played in Alum Rock Creek water, bro.
That's crazy, man. You said you did a little bit of vacation time when you were growing up. So what landed you there? Where did you go exactly? Because I've had a lot of friends in that youth authority.
I did Chad first.
Chad. Heard of Chad,
yeah. So I did Chad. They sentenced me to 4 years. I was looking at 7 to 11 years. Tried as an adult for manufacturing.
Okay.
For that case.
Yeah.
For my YA case. Ended up doing almost 4. I got about 2.5, 3 years into it. I got in trouble and I had to go to Preston. Finished my time out in Preston.
Gladiator school, huh?
Yeah. So and I had the opportunity, man, to take a lesser charge and take a strike and get tried as an adult at 17. And I didn't realize that YA was more cracking. I was used to juvenile hall and and then when I went to Chad, it was just fucking on, dude.
Isn't it crazy how a lot of people don't know about youth authority. They know about prison and they know about politics and the hierarchy, and it's structured for a reason to keep the peace. It has to be that way. But YA, I've had a lot of friends in YA. It's a different animal.
Oh yeah.
It's like is there even shot callers? See, I don't know the hierarchy in YA. It's kind of a free fall, right?
It's pretty much identical to the adult system, bro. It's pretty. You got guys in there till you're 25, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's a
shot caller for each card though.
Pretty much.
Is there? Okay.
Pretty much, and what's kind of different in YA, which I figured from the adult, is you got to be more about your shit than anything. And the adult world, it's more about respect.
Okay.
You know, in YA, it's your stripes, straight up.
You got to put in super
You
work
put
in
in
there.
your work. There's no fucking way around it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, I grew up. Most of my teenage life, I was in juvenile halls and boys ranches.
Okay.
So I was already in that world. It literally took me to have kids to snap out of that whole mindset.
Yeah.
You know, like literally. I mean, from 12 years old to early 20s, man, I had to answer to somebody.
Wow. So that was your defining factor. Like, I'm done with this shit. Like, I'm done doing time. It's time to change my life. I had kids. It's time to flip that switch and go become a man now, like a real man.
Correct. I think it was having girls, bro.
I hear that a lot. A lot of men change when they have girls.
I think if I would have...
Softened you a little bit, right?
It did. It humbled the shit out of me, to be honest with you. You know, my daughter was born with big blue eyes, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I don't care if anybody says this is corny or not, bro. But
hey, man, who cares?
I fell in love with that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it was something that I never experienced, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was like in a world where, you know, I was doing lines with my mom in high school, you know, and then instantly, bro, when fucking I held my daughter, I was like,
melted your heart.
yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, my mom never did that with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, never. I never was like, oh, come here, give me a hug. It was always, I got that love from my grandma. I'm a grandma's boy to this day. You know,
yeah.
I mean, my grandma's gone, but I was still, that was my mom growing up. You know, so
you and your mom were basically party friends.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I haven't talked to her in shit almost 9 years, bro. Because like, I mean, she'll still call me, and I can just hear she's still partying in the messages, bro. And it's
wow.
just, I can't have that around my kids, bro.
No,
I can't. You know, and it's like, she's putting me in jail. You know, she's fucking just over drugs, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Her calling the cops on you?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, dude.
Wow.
Growing up, bro, like she was always there, but not there, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've had some friends, you know, that, you know, like, why are you so away with your mom? You know, it's like, well, you got a relationship with your mom, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wasn't like that in my house, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was more like that was my sister or something. You know, it wasn't like I got that love, that motherly love from my grandma.
So was she a young mother when she had you?
Yeah.
Okay. Grew up in the same kind of environment you did?
Oh yeah. I think I had it worse than her. She had more of a family love than I did. You know, she had people backing her play. You know, she fell into the 80s party lifestyle. If that makes any sense, she was.
Oh yeah, I remember.
She was involved with.
80s was crazy. It was cracking, bro. That was a wild time.
Big time Studio 47.
Yep.
A lot of my
downtown San Jose.
Yeah,
I remember Studio 47. I caught the tail end of it.
My Uncle Ray and my mom and a lot of my older cousins, they were all a part of this dance group called New Toy, and they would you know, so they were in the disco era, bro. So
I kind of remember those groups where it's like party groups back then. Everybody dressed up nice and they all go together like party group. They all became. It wasn't a gang, but it was like a party crew. They all belonged to a crew and they all partied together. I remember that a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't have that in Frisco. I know San Jose had that.
And you know, I would come home, you know, from school sometimes, you know, and there'd be like fucking Coke on the table.
Oh my goodness!
You know, I remember we had a coffee table, bro, and there'd be. I remember just coming home and seeing lines or the residue, you know, and it was like nothing, dude. And then, you know,
it became normal for you.
It became normal, you know, and then like I got caught partying one time, and then it was like my mom just fucking lined it up and handed it to me, dude, you know, and
no way.
Yeah, you know, and it was like, fuck, man, dude, and now that I'm a parent, dude, I would never fucking do that.
No,
bro.
hell no.
You know what I'm saying? I would never, I don't know what that, but, you know, when I was like 15, 16, oh, fuck yeah, you know?
Of course, bro. 15, 16, that's the one drug that I didn't do. That a lot of people trip out on that they always ask me, like, you never did coke? No, motherfucker, I never did coke. Yeah. Well, I did GHB. I did a fucking lot of ecstasy. I smoked a shit ton of weed. I drank a lot. I got addicted to Xanax. That's the extent of my drug use. That's what I did. Those were my vices. Oh, and mushrooms. Not too crazy. More in the microdose. But that's the extent. I never did acid. I never fucked it crack. Sold the shit, but never did that. You know, but meth, nope, never did that either. Just wasn't my thing. I know what my vices is weed, man. That's the hardest one for me to give up. That was my vice. I gave that up last Halloween, and fuck, man, was it hard. I went through withdrawals and everything, dog. I was sweating the bed every night.
I actually, because I mean, I still burn a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie, you know. But I thought when I stopped drinking, I was gonna smoke more, and I don't. You know, I mean, fuck, I'll smoke a joint for a few days sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
You know, I smoke at night, you know, to relax, you know, or just to wind down from the day, you know, and
you can control it though.
Yeah, I'm not like during the day. I'm good. I don't even crave it, you know. But at nighttime, I like to, you know, smoke or whatever, you know, and take a couple puffs. You know, I feel like the old school motherfuckers that I used to make fun of. You know, it's like when they would hit a joint and they take like 2 hits. Oh, I'm good.
Yeah,
that's fucking me now.
I don't knock no one for it. And I tell people if you can control it and you can keep it to a minimum like you're doing, but handle your business during the day. Go work out, do what you need to do, and then you can unwind a little bit and smoke a little bit. It ain't gonna kill you. Weed isn't that bad. You know what I'm saying? It's just for me, I was too fucking extreme, bro. Wake and bake in the morning, the fucking
I can't. I was like that too, man. I can't do that now, man. I drive, you know, I drive trucks at work, you know, and you know, I'm in charge of, you know, $1 million projects sometimes, you know, and it's just like I gotta be sharp, bro. I can't be fucking baked.
Plus, I know you like getting up early. If you're not working, you like fucking, like you said, program time. You like busting it down.
Oh yeah,
every day.
Oh yeah.
And tell people, man, I want people to hear from you. Why is it so important to work out? Why is I know you love it, but why is it so important?
It's a good relief, man. It's a vent, you know. It's even if you're not trying to build muscle, if you're not trying to, you know, reach any certain goals, you should at least, that's why I say at least get an hour in a day, bro. You know what I'm saying? I get people, I don't have fucking time. Well, check your screen time on some of these apps.
I always say that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me see how much Netflix you're watching.
You need to prioritize your time, bro. I was like, you know, otherwise it's gonna catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? It's like fucking your body is designed to filter itself through movement, you know. So if you're not active, you know, that's how it cleans your blood. That's how it fucking burns the food you eat. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole machine, bro. It's like, what happens if you put gas in your car and you let your car sit for fucking, you know, 2 years? That shit's gonna crystallize in the tank and you have to fucking flush your whole get down. Same shit with your body, dude. You're gonna eat all these fucking calories and you're not gonna burn them off. Like, where's it gonna go?
Yeah,
that's where you get all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, it's at this point where I'm at right now. It's a total mental thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like the highlight of my day, man. I'm a foreman at work, bro. So I deal with a lot of bullshit. I'm responsible for a lot of that. I have to deal with personalities like crazy. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes time to, you know, getting an exercise in, that's like, you know, going to the shooting range, you know, or when people like to fucking, you know, drink a couple beers after work and shit. It's an event, you know. It's an event. My headphones go in. I don't answer my calls, you know what I'm saying? I just zone out, listen to some music, you know what I'm saying? That's my time.
And I try to tell people like, yo, you motherfuckers are missing out. You don't know how good it feels to be on this side. Okay, you look at guys like us. Yes, they want this. Don't think about the aesthetics. Think about how good it makes your mind feel. Yeah. This is going to come.
Oh, yeah.
With the hard work. Because whatever you tell your mind, your body's going to do.
Boom.
It ain't that you're fucking lazy, bro. It's your mind is lazy. You need to fucking get out of them apps and you need to get off Netflix.
Boom.
You need to get off them fucking, what's that shit? What's that? OnlyFans or porn? Stop doing that shit. You guys need to cut that shit out. Yeah. You need to stop being, hey, if you want to smoke your weed, do it at night like my man does, but handle your fucking business during the day.
And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Then I hear a lot like, oh, I don't have time, or, you know, like, this is like the main reason why I wanted to do the pre-workout thing, because, you know, everybody's like, oh, I fucking, you know, after 10 hours a day, I fucking am on a construction site for like 10 hours a day, and I still go get my hour in. Yeah, I take pre-workout because I need that shit. It takes the edge off, you know. But
hello, coffee, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but then, you know, people don't realize if you can check your mind, bro, and force yourself to fucking do it, the feeling you get after walking out of that gym, it's like, man, dude, I almost went out like a bitch today and shit, but I fucking did that shit. You know, it's just, I love that feeling. There's probably half the time, you know, I'm on my way home from work and it's like, fuck, I'm hella tired. You know, it took a while of checking myself and forcing myself, but then, I mean, shit, after you working out for like 10, 15 minutes, you know, you're not tired anymore. Your blood's going, you're moving.
That's something that they teach them, because I'm a NASM certified trainer. That's something that they teach us in NASM is go to the gym, work out for at least 10 minutes, get that blood flow, break that first beat of sweat. Boom. That's it. You're good. You're good to go.
You're already there. You might as well finish it. You know, it's like
go. Because what people don't realize is guys like me and you who've been working out a long time. I'm 49. I've been at it since I was 14. There's no more fucking, the motivation is not there. It is and it ain't. It's discipline. It's something I must do.
Bingo, right there.
It's something that I have to do that's programmed. Like you say your brand, program time, same shit every day. It's time to program, motherfucker.
Exactly. What really kicked me off into the gym, bro, like it was, again, having daughters. It was, for some, I don't know if it was just the macho in me, you know, or whatever, but it was real important that I wanted my daughters to be like, that's my dad and he'll fuck you up.
That bingo!
Boom, right there.
And I keep saying that. That's what I preach.
I got beautiful women in my life, bro. I have my wife and my 2 daughters.
Got to protect them, right?
Correct. You know, and it's not about, you know, starting shit with everybody, but it was real important for if it did happen. I wanted my wife and my daughters to be like, you know what? You see that right there? That's my fucking dad, and he'll fuck you up with confidence. You know, so easy. So I mean, that's another reason. That's like one of the main reasons why. You know, and it's like a joke with especially my youngest daughter. You know, it's like because she's 14 right now, so it's like, you know, she's we're cool, but we're not cool. You know what I'm saying? All her friends think we're cool, but you know, it's different with her. And
She's trying to play too cool.
Correct. You know, because I do the rap thing, you know, and so some of her friends know who I am through the rap thing just from the San Jose circuit, you know.
Yeah,
and,
that's funny,
like, dude,
bro.
your dad's TC Kapone. Like, what the fuck? You know, this and that. She's like, dude, you want one of these? You look at their dad.
That's what I'm trying to preach, because you're 42. I'm 49, and these motherfuckers put in their head that, well, I'm just 40, and this is just the way I'm supposed to look.
Nah, bullshit.
That's a goddamn lie, homie.
Bullshit.
Because
I know motherfuckers in their 70s who look great, you know, who fucking, you know, who are just look great for being older. So that age shit is just stupid. That's an excuse.
So what I like to preach is, I try to tell people, imagine, like right now, for example, you're 42. What would your 62-year-old self tell your 42-year-old self?
I think I'm still going to be doing the same shit. So
that's my message. Your 62-year-old self would tell your 42-year-old self, yo, don't fucking stop, kid.
Boom.
We got this. We're going to be jacked at 62. Don't stop. Keep building our fucking temple. Stay strong. We want to be around for a long time. Someday, I'm sure you want to be a grandfather. You want to play with your grandkids. You don't want to be all tired for 5 minutes after playing. Can't walk up a flight of stairs. Yeah, and that's the message I try to say. Like, you guys need to look what your life is going to look like 20 years from now, what your 20-year-old self would tell your younger self.
Yeah.
And all these kids that are fucking off their 20s, wasting it, not doing shit, half-assing it, half-stepping. They go to the gym, but I see how they train. There's no intensity. They're not after it.
It's like this.
At one set, and again this. What the fuck are you doing, kid? You got to step that fucking shit up.
Fucking shit drives me nuts.
Me too. Because we trained in the 90s, bro. We were talking shit to each other. I was already benching 315 at 18. We used to talk shit like, get under there, motherfucker. Let's hit that shit. We'd be screaming at each other. I love that. I don't see that no more. It's a different era, bro. It's crazy. No intensity.
Dude, it's
and a lot of my boys will come out of prison, state prison, and they played the political thing. And if you land on that number 13, they ain't helping you up. So you better not land on 13 on your chest. They're leaving it on you. I worked out with the older homies.
Oh, yeah.
I remember we'd go to the little, there was a thing called, there was a little rec center in San Francisco, and we'd all go there. It was free workouts. And they tell me, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, kid, you land on that number, that fucking weight sitting on your chest, just so you know, if we're maxing, it don't matter. So get that. It was crazy. They taught me a lot of little prison workouts, like things that what they would do, because they still had weights back then.
Yeah.
So they pushed me to the OGs, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Because I always wanted to, I always looked up to the OGs in the Mission. I grew up on 24th and Mission. So my inspiration was not just like Hulk Hogan, not just Sylvester Stallone, not Arnold. Those were my inspiration too, but was looking up at the homies who were coming out of prison jacked. I was like, I want to be like those guys with respect. Boom. They got respect when they walk up in the block. Motherfuckers are like, hey, what's up, homie? Like, you can see us. I wanted that. So that's what inspired me to get jacked.
We all of us, you know, do that, you know, which is why I say I say a lot of my posts, if you hear me, don't wait till you're locked up to get the hour in. Right now, you have a choice to do it. When you go in there, you're told to do it. You know what I'm saying? We have to function. We have to get our hour in every day, you know, so why wait? You know what I'm saying? Why fucking...
Yeah, what are you waiting for?
I mean, I see people all the time, oh, I remember when I used to, you know, when I was locked up, you know, I came out like this. Well, it's easier now. There's fucking gyms here and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be fucking told.
There you go. That part.
Like fuck,
they live in the glory days.
It's like, dude, it's like, remember how good you felt when you were working out every day, even with no weights? Can you imagine if you fucking had that same energy with the gym? Like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's just no brainer, dude. You know what I'm saying? But
imagine how good you felt on the yard when you're walking around with respect because you put in work.
Correct.
Motherfuckers see that. Motherfuckers respect you. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Yeah.
If you don't look like the part, bro, you're not going to get the same level of respect as people do who walk the talk and live the life. That's just the way it goes. And a lot of guys get mad at that. Oh, it's not just about being jacked and fit, bro. Yes, the fuck it is. Because guess what? If I'm jacked and fit, I'm getting shit done. I'm moving faster. I'm handling business. Say I am working. I'm an entrepreneur, so I don't work for nobody. But say I am working for somebody, I'm handling my business at work. My boss is like, damn, Mike's getting shit done. Versus this fucking slug is barely moving. He ain't making no company. He ain't making the money company. I mean, the company money is, they see what your work ethic is like. Victor's getting shit done. Look at him. He's handling business. He's out over here fucking dragging his feet. And people don't realize that.
It creates a mindset, you know what I'm saying? It creates, you know, from everything just outside the gym. If you're dedicated and determined and you can check yourself and you have that dedication in the gym, life's going to just fall into place.
Easy.
Easy. Because, I mean, dude, if like, with that conversation we had, what always follows it? Oh, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Bullshit, dude. What the fuck are you talking about? Or like, people will comment on my shit all the time, bro. This is what I love fucking TikTok. My wife gets upset. Why do you keep the comments on there? I can't fucking deal with that shit. I don't care. The fucking haters, they crack me up. You know, just I like when they say, oh, I wish, you know, try that if you have a fucking job. they think I don't have a fucking job or something. Like, homie, I work 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours a fucking day, run my own fucking company, did the fucking rap thing, and do fucking side shit, and get my workout fucking in. What's your excuse?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. You should stop watching
I fucking
porn.
grind. I'm too busy to even get in fucking trouble nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even have time to kick it anymore. I go to work all day, I go to the fucking gym, and then I do my family time. I ain't got fucking time to kick it.
That's such a cop-out when they say that.
What?
Oh, I got a family. Well, I don't have time. Imagine working this. Motherfucker, I used to work 16-hour days and still go to the gym when I was young. I still got it. I would, Monday through Thursday, 16-hour days. I would bounce on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I still worked out every day. I still found fucking time to work out.
Yesterday, I had somebody fucking inbox me, you know, about some fucking working, because people will hit me up all the time, you know, ask me if I coach, you know. I mean, if I wanted to go that route, I fucking probably could, because I have the fan base to fucking do it.
Yeah.
But especially when homies hit me up, you know, especially if people I'm cool with, I'll help them out. You know what I'm saying? I have pre fucking set programs and shit. I shoot them, you know. They hit me for advice. I'll help out people, you know, that hit me up and ask me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to make money off of fucking people. I want to see people fucking fit, look good and stuff, you know? And it's like, oh, well, I don't have time, you know, or you know, it's hard for me, or I'll check in on, have you been going? Did you follow that program? Oh, I went, to be honest, you know, I tried it, you know, or I haven't had time to go, you know. It's like, then I'll be like, yesterday I asked the homie, I was like, what time you start work? He's all, 10 o'clock. Yeah, right? So I go, and I'm like,
10 o'clock.
Yeah, and I was like, well, fucking gyms open up at like 5, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, fucking go then, and you have the rest of your fucking day. Oh, fuck that, I need my sleep. Okay. And it just kind of, you can tell the conversation was just fucking going, you know, and I'm just like, fuck, dude, like, this is just crazy. Like, come on, man. Like, 3 days ago, you were asking me fucking, I need to get in shape. I need to fucking do this. And 3 days later, I don't have fucking time. Like, why waste my fucking time, dude?
You're giving them the blueprint. This is what I do when I coach, when I start people off. What time you go to bed? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. All right, cool. We're going to change that. We're going to start going to bed 2 hours earlier, 9 o'clock. What time you get up? Oh, 8 or 9 or 10. We're going to change that. We're going to start getting up at 8. Get you used to 8 o'clock. Then eventually I'm going to get you used to like 7 o'clock, then 6 o'clock. We're going to start winding back.
Yeah.
Before you know it, you're going to start getting up at 5 a.m., savage hour. Then fucking 4 a.m. is the real savage hour. You know, you're still going to start getting, it takes time though. I build them up little by little. But it all starts with your sleep. You got to get your sleep on right first.
Yep.
You got to get you up right. And then I got to see, how are you eating? Okay, we got to start. Food is a drug. Food is the fucking craziest drug out there, because it's everywhere. As soon as you walk out of that building, there's restaurants, there's snacks everywhere.
What was mine in your conversation this morning? That app, right?
Yeah.
Day one.
Nutrition IX.
Day one. On it.
See?
You know what I'm saying? I even got my wife fucking downloaded this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, let's fucking do this shit. You know? So.
What did I tell you? Just track your protein for now.
Yeah.
Number one. Master that first. First, consistency, tracking every day. That's number one. I always tell people, don't worry about being perfect. Eventually, you start learning the tricks of the game. Eventually, when your wife's cooking for you, all right, Vic, what is she making tonight? Well, she's making me shrimp, chicken, and this. All right, we'll have her measure out the meats. Okay, what kind of tortillas you using? Let me look at the back of the package. All right, it has 70 calories per tortilla.
Yeah.
Boom, you enter that in the app. These 2 tortillas. I'm using this much meat. Boom, boom, boom. How much cheese? You weigh your cheese. One serving is usually 28 grams. That's what I had today. 60 calories, 7 grams of protein. Then you get good at it. Then you start playing. Now you get to eat whatever the fuck you want, as long as it fits your macros. I have no restrictions in my diet, bro. If you see the way I eat, I eat everything. You know what I'm saying? I like to fuck the game up. Because I don't, that 90s shit was bullshit. I grew up in the bodybuilding, bulking, and eat chicken, rice, and fucking vegetables. Fuck that. That shit is boring. That shit is not, it's not sustainable. What I teach is longevity and sustainability. That's what I do, because we have to be realistic. We're going to eat out. We're going to want to go out to dinner. But it's just about making the right choices on the menu. But there's still no restrictions. Yeah,
I mean, like with me, me and my family, we don't eat bad. Like I was telling you, my oldest daughter is 14. She's never had McDonald's. We don't eat fucking fast food.
Now that's crazy, bro.
My wife cooks every night, damn near. You know what I'm saying? And we eat clean. She doesn't use fucking lard. Even when she makes tamales.
Olive oil spray.
Yeah, she everything she fucking does is as clean as physically possible. Yeah. Even the chili verde she makes is with chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's like
smart.
Like bunlagas, she makes it with ground turkey. You know what I'm saying? So everything she makes is, you know, mindset. But this is different when you see it in that's what I was telling her too, because she's like, well, we eat clean, and I was like, yeah, but we eat a fucking lot too, you know. So you know, because I mean, she feeds me, bro. She fucking, you see it. She'll make me my lunches, you know, and it's like I'm old school, so we, you know, I kind of, you know, I respect the fact that she made us all eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You know, so
she made it with love. You have to eat it.
Absolutely.
But here's the thing why I say it's important to track macros. That's why I asked you, yo, you track it? No, not really, but I eat good. Okay, well, let's just say you make a lot of money. But then you're like, fuck, where's my money going?
No,
unless you track your bank account.
Correct.
You're going here, you're going there, you're going there. You're not keeping track. You're kind of loose. You're kind of everywhere.
And what you did, you helped me out without even realizing it, because what I needed was that one step, the blueprint. I'm motivated, bro. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to shit. And I knew that was a flaw in myself. I already fucking knew it. What you did was tell me something how to correct myself.
And I'm looking at you, and you got a lot of muscle, and you're very fit, and you're very active, and you got it all. I said, well, what this guy needs to do is chop down.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't.
I know.
I want you to chop down, because I know what lies underneath there, and you're gonna look fucking even bigger and badder than you look now. It's gonna look crazy when you chop that body fat. Yeah. And that's all it is. That's what I tell people. Like, I hear this a lot, bro. I'm coaching one of my boys, client, my boy Los. Shout out Los. He's 46 years old, and one of his guys said to him, "Latinos can't get abs."
Bullshit.
And when he said that to me, I go, okay, I would love to talk to your boy, but I'm gonna tell your boy this. Tell your boy I said this. Tell him it came from me. So you mean to tell me, as a human being, we can't shed body fat? We all have abs. How do you think we're sitting on this fuking chair right now?
No,
if we didn't have abs, we would all be slouched down like this.
I can feel my shit right now under my protective fucking taco layer. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm saying is, though, without abs, we wouldn't be able to stand up right.
No, of
it's
course.
all we all have abs. It's called an abdominal fucking wall. It's all in there.
Oh, yeah.
Abdominis rectus. What he's trying to say is that we can't get lean enough to show it, and that's where I defy the odds. Like, you better show my pictures, dog. I'm 49 years old, and I'm fucking shredded. I was just in Miami with my shirt off. But so I'm getting him fucking Bruce Lee chopped just to prove a point. And he's loving it. I taught him the game of macros. Now he's off and running, doing his own thing. But he's kind of just showing them what's up, you know? Because all it is, you're shedding off body fat. People don't see it. Yeah. You're like a clay sculpture, bro. Like the Greek. You know how the Greeks have statues and you can see they're all fucking in shape, the Spartans and all that? Badass dudes. Well, all they did was train all the fucking time and stay lean and trim. All of us have that, but people are just so fucking close-minded, bro. They think they can't achieve that, and it's a goddamn lie. I said, I don't have no special genetics, bro. I just have work ethic.
Boom.
You know?
Yeah, the genetic shit's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I knew my flaws. You know what I'm saying? It was my food intake. I wasn't counting. I knew it, dude. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't know the blueprint, or pay attention to it. You know what I'm saying? I was powerlifting way before I started getting into the burpee game, and and doing a lot of calisthenics and doing that. I weighed a lot more. I was pushing 230 easy.
Yeah.
Probably about 6 months ago, I started really focusing more on what I was eating, doing more cardio, changing my workouts, incorporating fucking burpees more into it, dude. I've shedded a lot, bro. I'll show you some pictures, and just in like 5-6 months, dude. You know what I'm saying? But with that right there, mark my words, bro. In about 2 months, bro, my wife's gonna be fucking shredding cheese off these motherfuckers for my tacos.
You'll see, for sure. And people don't realize that. It's like, this is what I always say. Like, so when did we stop learning? As a little kid, how many times did you fall down and get up?
Education never ends, bro.
Hello.
Never ends.
But somehow of today, people are like fucking this with blinders. Like, they don't want to learn. Like, no, I can't. No, it's too hard. No this, no that. It's all fucking no.
That's the human body, bro. The human body is one of the most lazy. The human mind is one of the most laziest fucking things in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of being able to see that and check yourself for anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? To starting a business, to getting in fucking shape, bro, to going back to fucking school. You know what I'm saying? It's, all your body's always going to say you can't. You know what I'm saying? No matter what.
Yeah.
It's that fact of checking yourself and saying you can.
Just learn the game and consistency every day.
That's what it is.
Each day, you stack each win each day. You're winning. Stacking wins. Get up early, you stack the win. Got to the gym, you stacked another one. You ate good, you stacked another one. I tracked all day long, stacked the win. All these little wins leading to big ones. I took all that game from homeboy.
I say that shit every day. Get your hour in daily. Little progress daily adds up and big results in the long run.
Yeah.
Straight up. It's better. It's doing fucking the minimal every day is better than fucking not even showing up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Dude, because if you force yourself to do it so many times, then it becomes habit.
Yep.
And then then it becomes program. Then it just becomes part of you. You know what I'm saying? It's just like nothing.
Like your brand, program time.
Boom.
It does. It becomes, like you said, habit. And it takes time to get there.
Oh, yeah.
But once you get there, it's like second nature. You're already programmed. Yep. You got to remember, the mind can be programmed. Just like they fucking program you when you go to the military. You become this militant dude. Let's just say you come from like street gang culture, and all of a sudden you say, fuck, man, I want to go join the military, change my life. Well, shit, you come home from the military 4 years later, you're like a militant dude. I see my friends change. I see them from thug-ass dudes. Some go off to military, come back. I'm like, holy shit, you're a whole different man. They're disciplined. They're fucking standing up right. Yes, sir, no, sir. I'm like, oh, see, they programmed the fucking mind. The government was smart.
When fucking I got out of YA, man, I remember one time I was sitting on the end of my bed in my room by myself. Like I was waiting for count or something, you know what I'm saying?
I've done that.
And I wasn't even realizing what the fuck I was doing. I was just so used to fucking doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, and I remember thinking to myself, fuck, dude.
How about for me? It's like when I hear the keys jangle. You know the guards are coming. You too?
Yeah.
So it's like fucking hit. I think I'm back in prison.
Or when the fucking lights flick and shit, it's time to eat or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, just like stupid shit, you know.
And it takes a while. Just like you see a lot of guys get out, they still have that. They bring that prison mentality with them. And they're still programmed. It's like, look, bro, you're back in society. I know it's going to take time, but you got to shake that shit off. You're back in society. You're with civilians now. These people don't understand that if they stare too much or bump you by accident, they don't understand that you're ready to take off on them. They don't get that. Yeah. Civilians are different. And there you can't do that without saying respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, my bad. You know, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah. Because you get, you know, some violent consequences can happen, especially in a level 4 like that.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Step on someone's shoe and you don't excuse yourself.
I've seen some wild shit, bro. I've seen fucking shit.
For the pettiest shit.
Dude, fucking a channel got changed one time, bro. And it was just like, damn, bro. Like,
you saw some violence in there, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Especially where you're at.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Yeah, I've had a lot of friends. I was just talking to my boy this morning. We're talking about some of our friends who've been in Pelican. You know what I'm saying? And Pelican is no hands policy. I mean, as soon as they get out, it's all knives. There's no hands. There's no fighting with the hands. All knives. And then we even talked about, we had a homie that made it to the ADX, Florence, Colorado, level 5. That's where fucking El Chapo's at, Unabomber's at. He somehow made it to the ADX. Luckily, somehow in appeal, he fought his case and was out 7 years later. But usually you don't come home from the ADX. Yeah. That's life in prison, and there's no coming home from the ADX. So we're just like, it's just crazy. People don't realize who've never been behind the walls or never did no time what kind of world that is. And I don't mind talking about it because it intrigues a lot of people. It's like you see the shit on TV, but it's a lot different in there.
Oh, yeah.
I would say the closest thing to the real deal was American Me. That was like almost right there, tit for tat, as far as like what goes on in there with the politics and everything.
There's pros to the side too, man. You know, I learned a lot of.
For sure, there is pros.
Yeah, I learned the carnalismo part of the carnalismo part of stuff. You know, just a lot of culture. You know, that I didn't know on the streets. You know, respect was a big thing, bro. You know, especially coming from the east side. You know, where we just took off. You know, it was like there was the respect. I mean, there's been times where it's like. Even like online, being older now, like some Southsiders will, extend, props and stuff, and it's like, when in my younger days, I wouldn't even fucking tolerate it. Now, I'm kind of like a different mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's more of a respect thing, and it's like
they're kind of giving you an olive branch out of respect.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, and it's just like and I do the same thing too. We're men now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's a little different, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still active as fuck, but I mean, but. As men, it's respect over color for sure. You know what I'm saying? And especially these youngsters, they'll realize that, as they get older, but it takes people like us to be that example, because right off the bat, when you're in that, that's why YA was so cracking, because the mentality, bro, it's all about stripes. It's not about respect. It's about how much work can you fucking put in, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Got to build a name for yourself.
Correct.
Real quick.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because somebody's gonna test you and they're fast.
Oh yeah,
like as soon as you walk in them doors, somebody's already gonna be in your grill.
I fucking thought I could fight, bro. I learned how to fight. You know what I'm saying?
And that's humbling. Even if you get your ass whooped, doesn't matter. I'm still fighting.
Fuck, dude. My first fight was a Samoan dude named Noodles from SOS, and he kicked the fucking shit out of me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And fucking and when we got taken down, we came back out like 2 weeks later, and I thought it was gonna be round 2, and he ended up fucking coming up and giving me props, bro, and fucking telling me I had heart, and we were cool as fuck for years, bro. After that,
isn't that crazy how it works?
Yeah, bro. And I was like,
and that's, I don't want to promote violence, bro, because it's a different era. But social media is everybody's tough online.
Oh yeah,
and nobody puts in work, but they talk a lot of shit.
Oh yeah, bro.
I'll kick you. Bro, you're not going to do nothing, dog.
Correct.
If you have any idea of where I come from, who I grew up with, where I've been, you would run the other direction, homeboy.
That's why I don't fucking trip on these fools on fucking line, dude. It's like, okay, you're behind your fucking keyboard, bro. Especially, it's always the ones with the fake profile picture. They don't show it. It's like, okay, bro, I'm not going to get fucking mad.
No, because they're trying to rile you up.
Yeah.
But you know what you're about. Like, come on, bro. You ain't built like that.
Exactly,
we know this, and I know. It's like, if you only knew where I come from, where I've been, you'd run to your mommy. You'd be running those fucking covers crying. Trust me, you wouldn't be.
It's like, and it's like people always say, "Oh, I got nothing to lose. I don't care." It's like, yeah, try a motherfucker that has everything to lose.
Bingo. Know what I'm saying? Hello.
So it's like, I don't give a fuck. You ain't got nothing to lose. I got everything to lose.
And that's why I try to work with fathers. Like, bro, switch that mindset. Your kids want you to live. You owe it to them. My mother passed away at 65. That shit was heartbreaking, wrenching. It felt like somebody fucking stuck a knife in my stomach and slid it across. I wish it could be her. I miss her. You know what I'm saying? And that's what people don't realize. It's like, dude, your kids, you're going to fucking cause them a lot of grief and hurt when you're gone. They're looking up to you for guidance, especially boys. They need their fathers. They need the men. They don't want you to die, man.
People don't realize that, man. Time's the only thing you can never get back in life, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and it was like, growing up, I was a big grandma's boy, bro, you know, and when I was going through my shit, you know, and, you know, seeing the pain and the hurt that I would cause my grandmother, you know, all the times I went to jail or did the time, you know, and when she got sick, bro, you know what I'm saying, I was already I already had my oldest daughter, and I was trying to, you know, break away from that shit, you know, and it was it really helped my soul that she got to at least see me get my life together before she passed away.
Yeah.
Because
be proud of you.
Correct. Because if I think just how close I was with my grandmother, if I was still being a fuck up, dude, I think that would really fucking would weigh on me, bro. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when she passed away, it was
she was leaving at least with some peace, knowing that you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Knowing like, wow, my grandson flipped the switch.
Yeah, that was really big for me, dude. Like, you have no idea, dude. And I'll never forget that feeling, you know. And it was,
yeah, it's too bad. Too many men don't realize it sooner. They wait till it's too late.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why? I'm part of that muscle car community, and you've been in the lowriding community. And I hate harping on these guys, but like, you fucking dudes, you're so worried about your fucking beautiful muscle car. You're polishing it.
Yeah.
You're spending thousands of dollars. I have cars. I know. We want to look clean for the show.
Yeah.
But you don't want to look clean. You look busted as fuck, but your car looks beautiful. But you, what the fuck's going on with you? You don't care. And I try to get these guys. Luckily for me, I don't want to blast them. Good friends of mine. But I got two of my guys from my club that are part of my program. They both flipped the switch. They're both getting better. And both of them said the same thing. They want to live longer for their kids. Yeah. And I like that answer because I asked them, what's your why? I don't want to hear aesthetics. What is your real why? Mm-hmm. One of them's like, I want to live longer for my kids.
Yeah.
I have little ones. I go, okay, that's a good answer. I said, because your cars look good, but you don't look good. You should be looking like your car.
Correct.
You should be representing your car. It's a muscle car, so you should be a muscle man. That's how I feel. And in the lowriding community is even worse. Those guys,
dude, they're big.
I see. Oh, big is an understatement.
Bro, I have a friend, bro, who has a beautiful 63.
I bet.
It's fucking beautiful. This thing, it's like the undercarriage is all engraved. The fucking thing's like it's peeled off a magazine. And he had diabetes so bad they cut his foot off, bro. You know, and it's like he can't even drive the motherfucker now, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
why wait? Like, that can be prevented, bro. Man. You're right.
And it's all the beer, bro. It's the beer, the barbecues, the fucking, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, that's what it is. I seen it, bro. I was gaining weight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not realize I gained all my fucking weight from alcohol. Yeah. I mean, when I got out of Hawaii, I could have did a fucking calendar, bro. I was shredded like a motherfucker. Yeah. You know, it was like, that's what I say when I was telling you, I've been shredded, bro. I've been down to 185, bro. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. I was like 12% body fat on a dunk test. You know what I'm saying?
So, see, you know you can get there again.
Oh, yeah. No, I know I can. I know, yeah.
It doesn't even matter your age. A lot of people, I'm just this age and I'm just going to accept my dad bod. That's a fucking cop-out, lazy mindset.
I don't fucking care if I'm 50 years old. When they told me that I needed surgery on my shoulder and all that shit, dude, I was like, fucking, yeah, right, dude. You know, it's like, nah, that's a mindset, bro. My grandfather, you know what I'm saying, he was fighting cancer. They told me I had a year to live, you know. He was like, fuck you guys, you know. He stretched that shit out to like 9 years. You know, it's your mind, bro. Your mind's fucking powerful, bro.
It is.
It is more powerful than a lot of people think. You know, you just gotta get control over it and just do it.
I agree. I had a stroke 4 months ago, and I remember when I was in the hospital. I didn't know the unknown. I'm in the hospital 2 days, and dizzy spells hitting me left and right. I'm like, all right, Mike, you're being put to the test. You preach all this mindset shit online. You talk all this shit. Now it's your fucking your test came for you now. Yeah. What you gonna do? So when I came home, took a couple weeks rest. Gathered my wits. It's like, all right, we're going back to the fucking gym. It sucked that first week. I was weak. I couldn't push shit. I wanted just machines. My ego and pride was hurt a little bit because I had to start from the bottom because I went through that, but I built myself back up. Yep. And here I am a little bit over 4 months later, and I show people like, look, motherfuckers, fuck your excuse. I don't want to hear that shit. I had compartmental syndrome on the right side of my leg. Basically, it's getting cut open from knee to hip. My leg got really swollen. I was sparring for Muay Thai, and I took a really bad hit, and it fucking swelled my leg up. I had to get emergency surgery. I was back in the gym probably 3 weeks later on crutches, and I was in a shit ton of pain. More pain than any tattoo on my body. The pain, the aftermath was horrible. Yeah. But I had to get out of bed and go to the gym. Oh, yeah. I was getting depressed.
You was fucking nuts, bro.
I was getting dark. Yeah. So I forced myself. I would have the right foot on the gas and the left foot on the brake, bro, because I couldn't move feet over to get to the gym. Yeah. And then my crutches in the back seat.
That mental therapy you got was just amazing.
Yeah, bro. And even though I was in pain, I said, fuck it, I could do my upper body. Because I hate people who have an excuse. My coach just said this. Yo, fun girl fitness shot him out. He said, some dude says, well, I broke my ankle and everything's going to shit, man. So that gives you an excuse to eat like shit and not go to the gym. So what, you broke your fucking ankle? What happened to your biceps, triceps, shoulders, and chest, bro? What happened to your upper body? Take your ass to the fucking gym. I don't want to hear that shit. There's people who are confined to wheelchairs, bro, that can't even move their arms and legs. And my sister, she was born that way. She can't go to a gym. But you fucking break an ankle and you're whining about it, fucking get the fuck out of here.
I see, there's this Vietnamese guy, older guy. He's got to be in his 60s, 70s. He has a hook fucking hand. And he's in there every day. He's on the treadmill walking, you know, and then, oh, get this shit. This shit was, in fact, I actually fucking gave him some money over this shit to help pay for his membership. He was leaving one day and he's digging through the garbage can. And I was like, hey, what are you doing, Vin? His name's Vin.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I collect all the bottles here. This pays for my gym membership. You know, and so that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? He goes to work out and then he goes and gets all the cans and the bottles from everybody.
Wow.
And he turns it around and flips it. So I was just like, wow. So I went to the front, you know, one of the managers, my boy and shit, dude. And I was like, how much is this monthly thing or whatever, right? And I told him the story. I was like, let me cover his fucking next 2 months, bro. You know, just on GP. It was $25 right out of my pocket.
Bro, that's fucking dope, dog.
I just thought it was cool. Just the mindset that he had for being that old with a fucking hook hand, you know what I'm saying? And here we got grown men with no fucking hook hand, you know what I'm saying, who are young. It's, I don't have time.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? It just drives me fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, there's a dude in my gym. He's got in a bad motorcycle accident. One of his legs is prosthetics, and he's limping around. And I haven't seen him in a while, but I interviewed him a long time ago on my Instagram channel. I said, hey, man, tell him your why you come to the fucking gym like this. Like, you could have every excuse in the world not to come. He goes, because I do it for my mental health. And I go, what's your excuse? He goes, I have none. I come here every day. I said, you motherfuckers with excuses and your fucking whiny ass attitude. And you want the same fucking respect as the guys who put in the work, and then you're mad that you don't get it, but you want to huff and puff like you're supposed to get it? Nah. Sorry, bro. You got to earn this shit, dog. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect a man who's lazy. Like, get up and go. Absolutely. My father came to this country with nothing, made 6 kids, had to work his ass off to feed 6 miles. I asked him, like, Dad, what the hell were you thinking? We're poor. What made you want to have 6 fucking kids? You crazy? He goes, I love you guys. I love kids. He grew up with nothing. He was on the streets at 10 years old, fending for himself to survive, making cents on the dollar to survive off bananas or whatever he can get. My grandma was too poor to raise him. That kind of shit motivates me. Like, holy fuck, my dad came from one of the poorest Latin American countries, Honduras, and came here with nothing and somehow created a family and found a way to feed all of us.
I'm a Mexican, Filipino, and Argentinian.
Wow, that's a combo.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
My mom's side of the family is Mexican and Filipino.
Okay.
My great grandparents were very much involved in the Cesar Chavez movement.
Oh wow.
So much involved in it. It's into the history of it. My grandmother was part of the Mexican side in the fields. When the strike hit, the landowners brought in Filipinos to replace them. Filipinos ended up joining the march with the Mexicans.
I heard about that.
A lot of people don't know that.
They don't.
That's the main reason why I had that one Welga Bird line and all that stuff, because my grandparents, they marched, they were part of it. They met in the fields. My whole family is based on that fucking that movement. You know, they were in the fields together. My great grandparents came to San Jose in the 60s, and in the 70s they ran a foster home in downtown San Jose called Corpus House by Piqueso Park. And I have a shit ton of foster uncles because they had a big Victorian house, you know, and it was like a 13-bedroom house. And my grandparents had 11 kids. My great grandparents had 11 kids and shit, like 19 fucking foster kids, dude. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
Like you said, you come there. My grandma had a big heart. She would go to juvenile hall and would bring kids home. The parents would leave them there.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a story, bro.
Yeah.
So you saw some things growing up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Damn, that's a crazy. So you have a Filipino side to you.
Oh yeah. That's where Corpus comes from. My Uncle Chris.
People don't know. I grew up in Frisco. Yeah. Filipinos ain't no joke. They'll smoke your ass. Especially Daly City. I grew up around a lot of Pinoys, bro.
Oh, yeah,
I know.
Yeah.
Dated a lot of Pinoys. I know about the culture. My ex is Filipino. So I know about the food and all that good ass food, bro.
Oh yeah, bro. I grew up on fucking lumpias and adobo and
bro,
fucking,
adobo was my shit.
I fucking ate rice every day of my life, bro. So I mean, I still eat rice on a regular basis as a staple. But growing up in my house, bro, like that was a staple. I remember my great grandfather had this big tin. It was like it was his rice container. And he would fucking get this hammer and he would hit the lid off that shit, you know? And it was like, you knew food was cooking then. Just bing, bing, he was knocking the lid off that shit, you know?
And what people don't know is Filipinos have a lot of Spanish culture.
Oh yeah.
Because the Spaniards, they invaded Philippines, so a lot of them, "Cómo estás," the same word as our language.
And you see a lot of Reyes, a lot of Gonzalez,
You do.
a lot of Mexican last names that are in Filipino culture.
My ex's last name was Martinez.
See,
so people trip out. Like you look at them like they're Asian, but they're like Asian with Spanish blood. It's crazy.
Yeah.
They're a mixture. That's what gives them a little bit of exoticness. Some of them.
Yeah.
And you have the Ilocanos, then you have the Tagalog and Ilocanos, right?
Tagalog, yeah. But that's what my grandfather was. He was Tagalog.
Okay. And Argentinian too, right?
My dad's 100% from Argentina.
And Argentinians are very prideful, bro.
Oh yeah,
Very
that's where
prideful.
I get all my looks from. Like you look at my mom, you can tell she's Filipino and Mexican. My grandmother, Filipino and Mexican. Like all that side of my family, you'd fucking trip out.
Yeah.
And you look at me, they like my kids and stuff. Like my dad's bloodline is fucking strong, dude. Like we all look like each other. I got two stepbrothers in New Mexico, and dude, we fucking dead on, bro. Like it's a trip, like.
And that's where your daughter's probably got that European blue-eyed look, huh? From the Argentinian side. Because I was going to say, you don't have blue eyes.
No.
But somewhere along the bloodline, there's got to be European.
Yeah, there's green and blue eyes on my side of the family. My grandfather had blue eyes. And then also my wife's dad has blue eyes. And then my Uncle Ray on my side he got murdered in 1985, rest in peace. And he had green eyes. You know, and that's both my daughters have colored eyes. My oldest one's blue, my little one's green.
Wow. That's
Crazy.
dope, brother.
Right.
So let's talk about where you're at today, man. What's popping with you? I know you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You're doing a clothing line.
Yep, program time, baby.
Yeah.
Started
Where's
out.
your supplement at? I know you brought some in.
It's right there in the box.
Let me show the people your supplement. So yeah, let's show the audience what you got here, man. Talk
Program
about
time. This is my pre-workout brand, Bust Down Fuel.
Yeah.
So I was taking it, bro, and I was realizing the excuse that people were fucking giving. It's like I have that excuse too and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I started getting into pre-workout. You know, it's like fuck, dude, after 10 hours a day, shit, 400 fucking milligrams of some caffeine is what I fucking need, bro. You know? So I started taking it. You know what I'm saying? It was like fucking excuse. You know, I was trying to hype in other people, and then it was like you know, I should get into supplements when I started doing like the gym merch, the clothing and stuff. You know, that was like a goal of mine.
Yeah.
And then I was seeing the Strength Cartel cats doing it, you know, and then I was like, how come nobody's doing that up here? You know, so I was like, you know, that's why I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna be the first one to do it up here.
Yeah.
So then in a couple months before January, because this has only been out since January.
Oh, okay.
And this was my 2024 goal, and I managed to fucking do it in the first fucking beginning of the fucking year. So what I did was I started doing a lot of research on what ingredients do what, you know.
Yeah.
So then I started looking at the beta-alanine, the citrulline, the caffeine, you know. And I was noticing certain things that were in my favorite pre-workout brands, right? So I was like, okay, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do, right? So then I had my list and I started doing my investigation, right? So then I went online and then I realized there's only a handful of companies in the United States that does everybody's shit. So when you walk into these supplement fucking places and shit, you know what I'm saying? All these fucking brands and shit, 90% of them come from a certain group, you know.
People don't know that.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, okay, so this I need to go here. These are the Colombians, right? So then I fucking I found this company called NutriCap on the East Coast. They do a lot of fucking shit. In fact, they did what I didn't realize till a couple weeks into this. They actually did the brand for Woke as Fuck. They did their blend. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so wow. I was like, okay, so they're involved with Bucked and stuff, but I didn't even know that, so I was already had the ball going, right?
Yeah.
So I emailed them. The worst thing they can do is tell me no.
Yeah.
Right. So I emailed them. I said, hey, well, I wanted to get involved in supplements. I got a gym brand. I have a large following online. How do I go about this? So she emailed me a list of things to do. You know, start an LLC, start this, get this. You know, so I just started clicking it off. Bing, bing, bing. So I got at her in like 2 weeks with everything already checked off, right? So it was on a cracking, right? So then my brand developer got to me, started going through my social media, yada, 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 realizing that I had a following and agreed to work with me. So I'm like, this is fucking crazy, dude. Like, fucking, I got a fucking Fortune 500 company willing to work with me, and I'm from the hood, dude. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
dope.
Yeah, you know, it's like, this is fucking great, dude. This is actually going to happen,
you got
right?
the fucking tennis shoes, too, hanging on the wire, bro.
Well, okay, that's another story, right? Hold on, right? So on my logo, they're Nike checks.
Yeah, I see that.
So, but look at, it's a lightning bolt. So when it came down to marketing in it, that was the only flaw, was the Nike, because they didn't want to get fucked with Nike,
yes,
right?
Of course.
So I was like, they're like, we can make it all black or change the shoes, dude, or something. And I'm like, I don't want to do that, you know. So I was like, that's like part of all my shit, you know what I'm saying? I like, the whole point of this is when you because you put that on clothing line when somebody dies.
Yep.
So I wanted this on my things, like you killed your workout.
Yes.
Boom. You know what I'm saying? So that was part of it, right? So then I was, it's a pre-workout. One day I was at work and I was like trying to find a loophole, right? So I was like, what if I fucking change the checks into lightning bolts? So I texted her, and so let me talk to the guy. Let me talk to the guy who does this, right? So she's like, oh, you good to go? She's like, it's a pre-workout. It might work out too.
Yeah.
And there we are, and that's why
lightning bolts.
Yeah, so that's why there's a lightning bolt in the check, because this is an actual product. It ain't like we got the shirts here or whatever where you can just go anywhere. This is an actual product. This has been through the professional testing with the FDA. It's been fucking through everything, dude. Everything. Yeah, everything. I had to. I had to have,
of course.
Yeah,
you don't want to poison people either. You don't want to be toxic.
All this right here, this just to have this label on it, you have to send it to the FDA testing facility so that way they can test it and make sure what is on this fucking label is in your product without a doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that costs money, bro. Like, dude, I did realize that fucking dude. It would have been cheaper for me to start selling dope again, just to put something out like this. You have no idea, bro. From start to finish, I had no idea. But I mean, once the ball was going, it was going. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's sink or swim, dude. So this is something that I wanted to do and check off my list, and bam. And then what I thought was going to take me all year to sell, I fucking sold in 3 months and got a second round. And now, you know, here we are like 5 months later, and I'm about to drop a new fucking flavor, which I'm announced right here for the first time. So I'm waiting on my sample right now for my new flavor for Bust Down Fuel, and it's going to be horchata flavor.
Oh, so that's fire, bro. Horchata.
Yeah. So what I was thinking was, I'm like, hey, dude, fucking, most of my clientele Hispanic.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So my next flavor, I wanted to target fucking, you know what I'm saying, Hispanic, you know, flavor.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, my favorite fucking shit is horchata, right?
Bro,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
fucking love those, dude.
Yeah,
Woo.
right. So I'm like, okay, so I contacted my brand developer, and I'm like, hey, you know, fucking, I want to do a new flavor. And she's like, awesome. She's like, what flavor are you thinking? I was like, horchata, right? And she goes, ooh, because she's Colombian, right? Because she loves horchata,
knows.
right?
Oh yeah.
So she goes, we don't have that in the flavor, but you know, give me like a week or two. Let me get with my team and this, you know, let's fart around with the flavor and then see if we can do it, right? I haven't even got it yet. I should have it probably within the next week.
You haven't got samples yet?
No, I'm waiting for my sample. Literally, like I should have it this week.
Yeah.
You know, so like the ball's already going. I have like all of my label's already done. It's going to be all white. Horchata colors, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking all the red out, you know, it's going to be, you know, cinnamon color, white, and the white packaging, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to target that. But and then like there's going to be a new logo with the horchata, you know, that's on there. There's the whole, it's going to be high stem horchata. It's going to be the actual label. So and I was like, I want the horchata cranked up. She goes, we got it. She's like, I'm pretty confident. She's like, 2 of my team members were Hispanic. I'm Colombian. I love horchata. I've tasted it already. She's like, I'm confident. So I'm all right. So before I actually fucking, you know, launch it, I wanted to test it, you know, and myself. So I'm waiting on my sample. Once I fucking hit that shot and it's on point, it's on.
I already have an idea for it. I already have an idea. I'm gonna fucking put it in my Fairlife milk, and I'm gonna fucking put with some ice and make myself like a milkshake.
I'm excited, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, this is gonna be the first fucking Hispanic fucking flavored supplement, bro. And what I love about this, bro, is like fucking all the people that don't think that they can fucking achieve shit.
Exactly.
When they come out, bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm covered in fucking tattoos. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it's you have to work a little bit fucking harder, but so fucking what?
Who
You
cares?
know what I'm saying? I'm a foreman for a company, man. I shake hands with the best of them on a daily fucking basis. Look in the eye, dude, and it's just like whatever. I'll let my work ethic speak for myself. Go ahead with the visuals. I'm already over that shit, the stereotypes and shit. Watch this shit. You know?
Thank goodness it's 2024. Nobody cares about that no more. They actually love the visuals. That's why you're able to do this, because your frequency is high and people know that you're radiating. They're like, I want to do business with this guy. This guy knows what the fuck he wants and he's after. He's not scared. Like you said, I'm all in.
Yeah.
There's no
and I, you know, and this is really fucking good. I don't mean to hype up my own product. It's I used Woke as Fuck as a base.
Yeah.
But my blends on certain points are a little bit higher, and I've taken Woke as Fuck and mine's stronger. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, I know the only fucking critique I get is it's a little strong. You know, but I mean, fuck,
one scoop.
Take a fucking. I mean, sometimes I take a scoop and a half if I'm really fucking tired. You know, but
okay.
So I know people who take a half a scoop and they're good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like out of 30 servings, if you take a half a scoop, you're getting 60 servings of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And people, well, I'll just take my C4. It's like, okay, that shit costs you $3. You get a fucking scoop of this. You know, I sell them on my website for $45. You know what I'm saying? Which is already under fucking shot over all the good ones in the store. And I did that because I can easily charge like $60 for this. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted something good quality,
still cheaper
and
than a cup of
reasonable,
coffee,
and cheap enough for us. Because I mean, dude, fucking, I'm not rich. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, you know, my most of my clientele, they ain't rich. A lot of them are fucking homies and shit.
Yeah,
you know, they're going 9 to 5. So I wanted something that's good and reasonable, but it's a professional product, but you know what? Yeah, it is hood. It came from the hood. It's the mindset was hood, but you know what?
Yeah.
This is professional, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Can't wait to try some. I want to see what this does.
It works, bro.
Supercharged. I look like this, like, oh shit, I'm already supercharged. That's actually, I have a Camaro Z01 and there's a fluid that I put in that boosts my car even more. It's called Boost Juice. I literally have a tank that boosts it. So this is gonna be like my Boost Juice. Well, my brother, this has been fire, bro. I think we're gonna have to do a round 2, man, because there's so much to talk about. But yeah, man, we killed it today, brother. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thanks for
having me,
I'll
see
brother.
you soon, man.